Welcome to Adtopsy, a show where we dissect ads to figure out why they worked or why they didn't. We got a great segment coming up. It's called the Adtopsy Challenge. The guest has brought 2 ads. We don't know if they worked or not. We're going to guess. We're going to put our reputations on the line. I'm going to be wrong. We're going to be right. Maybe you can guess along with us and see if you're wrong or right. You're going to love it.
It's time for the Adtopsy Challenge. Only true creative doctors will get it right.
It's so loud every time.
Loud. Way too loud.
Okay, so we have 2 ads here. These are actually for the same brand, but different products. And the product does matter, but Chase brought these, and so we're just going to allow it this time. But Chase, are both of these like from Pencil, or how do you come across these ones?
Yeah, these were both created in Pencil, exported to the account, and had a couple of grand to spend on each. So okay. I have the CTR, and also I know the CPA, so I can call winners. But I didn't get thumb stop, so I have those 2 that I can give.
Do we know the amount of spend? Did one spend more than the other? Because that's what.
Bottom one spent 20.
No. You might give away the answer. We'll just assume you said a couple K each or something, right?
Yeah, in the ballpark.
Okay.
Just meant as a point of that's how we should be measuring winners. We can talk about that another time.
Yep. All right, here's the first one.
This oil cleanser has completely transformed the texture of my skin.
What really sets this cleansing oil apart from others is its lipid lock technology, which seals hydrating oils into the skin and doesn't strip it of your skin's natural oils.
It's so silky and lightweight, and I love how it emulsifies to really remove impurity.
All righty. And now this other product. Here we go. Okay.
Tricky.
Now, so we don't do the thing. We won't do it like we did last time where Barry and I voted and then Ike just sort of followed suit. So we're all going to vote.
No matter what I do on this show.
That was
we're all going to vote at the same time.
I watched it back. You really just copied us. It was unbelievable.
God. No. All right, here we go.
No, I'm kidding.
So if we each know which one we're going to choose, I'm going to count to 3, and then we're going to put up a 1 for this first ad or a 2 for the second ad. We all made our decisions. You ready?
Yep.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Ooh,
Okay.
What's Rachel, I can't see if you have 1 finger or 2. There you go. That was an interesting tactic. I think she cheated there.
It was. No, it wasn't a cheat.
I think it was out of frame.
This might be a trick. I don't know.
It might be a trick.
I might have just got my doctorate.
Quick question. Is the woman a real woman, or is she AI generated as well?
She's real, I'm sure. So before we have the reveal, I will say that I think a lot of us chose the first one because it's objectively a better ad. But the second one, that product, the like Hannibal Lecter face, is absolutely like thumb stopping.
100%. That's what I was thinking.
So that's one reason why I was like, I don't know. It could be.
If it started with her going like that immediately, then it would have been lights out 100% ad 2. Like I would definitely trim that.
I'm obsessed, Clarice. Yeah. Right. So Chase, why don't you reveal what the winner is?
Number 2 is the winner because of the Clarice mask. It always
Dr. Aaron.
Oh my God.
Dr. Aaron, the regional note taker.
Yeah. Now, I'm sure what Barry's going to do to me right now is I'm going to say 7 things, and he's going to say everything I said is wrong, and all metrics that I go by are wrong. This is our relationship.
Watch this podcast before.
No, Barry and I have talked multiple times, and I'm wrong. I've never said one right thing in a conversation. So,
Seems about right.
Yeah.
Welcome to friendship with me.
Yeah, that's. So this one has a CTR of 3.7. Against the top one has a 2.9. And the CPA is better. That I can't reveal what the difference is. But the spend on the top one is 3,100, and the bottom one, let me just double check, was
If you say a small
3,600.
one, it's close.
No. I looked again. I was
close.
wrong.
Those
Yeah,
are
it's close. It's close. Again, though, what you said, Jess, at the top, I should have done, which is they're not the same product, so it's not apples to apples. So that is my bad, and I'm going to call that out before Barry calls me out for it.
No, it's fair. I mean,
that brings up a good point, because there's some products that lend themselves to crushing it on social and being natural thumb stops. And when she puts it on her face,
I mean, yeah, there's so much things we could do to fix this, to make it even more thumb stopping. But yeah, that hook always wins.
Good note.
Right. So, like, given that that's likely the case, I would get to that quicker, because she doesn't even like put it on. Like, this is the shot where it's like, I need to find out what's going on here.
Yeah. I almost said something inappropriate. I'm glad I did.
Oh, you can totally.
Oh,
do
let
that
it
here.
rip. I'm editing this one, so I'll cut it out.
Recommend
That's
being
the
inappropriate.
money shot.
Yeah, it is.
There it is. Sorry. I hope this doesn't actually make the cut.
Nothing wrong with that.
It's going to.
Yeah.
But aside from the product in that shot, I kind of hate everything else about this ad in particular.
I like the other one more too. The only thing I like more about this ad than the other ad is the music. The music had a lot more momentum. The other one was kind of like, I don't know. I feel like that's from our like heavily mediocre music library that we have, and then the other one was something that they brought in. Because that music set, the first one's music was lame.
Yeah, I'll say starting with like a ton of text that with motion like behind it, no one's going to get through this.
No,
and get through and read it.
No shot.
This one, I think it's. Oh, go ahead, Barry.
I refuse to accept the results of this. This one. I mean, we can't.
I believe it.
Like, if the question was which one got a better CTR, that's a different question than which one performed better. We can't. Like, come on. We got to set better rules for this, Jess. I'm off the show. That's it.
Barry's just a sore loser.
But don't worry about that part. But I do just want to, like, it's hard to compare. How do we decide like which product is more valuable? Like, because that's what we're talking.
That's
about
my fault. That's my fault.
Okay, Chase.
Yeah, I'll record a Loom video with some more information about this. You can just plug it in later on.
Sure.
I'll make sure I do it in another place so it doesn't line up at all.
Barry, it's not an invaluable discussion, because the brands have to choose what products to put in ads, and it's like
100%. Sure, but it's just if we're doing creative evaluation, then if I knew the price point of one product versus the other, right? then I could maybe come up with like, oh, which one's more scalable for the business? Maybe,
guys,
like that's hard.
These guys have like a LED kind of what is it? Oh God, I can't even remember the guys. Like a rave mask that you can put on. I should have done the ad with that. I should have put that one on. That would have been
but even just between these two products, if I was just choosing which of these two products would I rather make ads for, 100% ad to. I'd much rather be making ads for that every day.
Yeah.
What is ad one? It's an oil. Who cares? There's a billion oils.
Yeah, everyone has a CRM.
Oil doesn't display. It's not interesting to show. You have to show a physical, normal bottle product. No, it's boring. Yeah. Like, this is a boring shot. Sorry, but like that's the real problem that we're up against here. But I agree with everything y'all said already. Like, the first one's objectively a better ad.
So why is it better? Maybe we should talk about that from like a beginner's perspective.
There's a story. There's an arc. There's a problem. Actually, I don't know if there's a problem, but there's something to it.
It doesn't say a problem. There's not a problem, but there is something. There is essentially there's forward motion. There's
content,
momentum towards the end. Yeah, it's content. The other one is just a scene with a quote, and the quote is too long.
And I'm just going to play this with sound one more time, because I really like her read and her VO, and it's not the flat disaffected. It's not like coming straight out of Billow. She does a good job with it, and I think that
Straight out of Billow
that
is
matters.
a t-shirt I want.
Oh, I love it.
This oil cleanser has completely transformed the texture of my skin.
What really sets this cleansing oil apart from others is its lipid lock technology, which seals hydrating oils into the skin and doesn't strip it of your skin's natural oils.
Like when she's like lipid lock, like I mean, she just delivers that line really good. And
So Hack from the COO of this company, he used to be a Hollywood producer, so he actually hires people from backstage. So
Right.
they're proper actors.
Yep.
They do a
Yep.
really, really good job. Also,
That's what we
A
do.
lot of
yeah.
people do
Aaron's
that.
Oh, big one.
Because I come from the theater world, and I was like, why are we not hiring actors?
Yeah.
So another one. I'm
Did I
boys
give
with
away trade secrets? Am I not supposed to say that?
No, that's a normal thing.
I'm boys with the CEO of Billow. What should I tell him to do better for his talent? Because straight out of Billow, that hurts. Like, do we need to give them some sort of like thing in their briefs to
They
help
should
them do
sponsor
better with
this
their
if they
VO?
want us to say nice things. They
Yeah,
should
they need
sponsor
to.
this.
They need us to send us money first, and then we'll give them critiques.
No,
I don't know. I really want Barry to wear his Make Ugly Ads hat with a straight out of Billow t-shirt.
Yeah.
I think Billow's problem is just it's just like a supply and demand. Too much going on too quickly. Not enough quality control.
And there's
Yeah.
no incentives. There's no incentive for anyone
Yeah.
to do a good job there, or no
Yeah.
reason or motivation. They just need to
Okay.
make it and get it done as quick as possible. I think, Jess, I think you've said something like that, and I've seen that. So yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Talk
There's
to him
also
next week, so I'll let him know.
there can also be like a sort of
Tell 'em to watch.
self-reinforcing where if like Billow all looks the same, they're all gonna like start copying each
Right.
other, and if that's not good, it's just gonna, it's turtles all the way down from there. So
100%.
Turtles? What's that mean?
By the way, this does look like a
Um,
whoopee cushion. I was very sure this was just a whoopee cushion with cut holes into it.
No, it's like you freeze it and it helps with the puffing on your face.
Frozen whoopee cushion. Got it. Okay.
so it's also worth like if you're in product development, I would consider it might be worth exploring how you can make your products kind of ridiculous for social.
Yeah.
That's such a good point, and I think that a lot of
weird stuff.
Yeah.
I'm telling you,
definitely.
Barry.
Yeah,
That's
make
it.
weird stuff. Make ugly ads.
No,
make weird
their stuff that gets the most click through and gets the most interest are this, and then they have that. I was thinking of Daft Punk. It's like a Daft Punk LED mask, and you just see it, and you're like, "What the actual fuck is that?" It's like $3,000, and they're like, it gets people in, and then they see the stuff that's cheaper, and they buy the stuff that's cheaper, and then every once in a while we get like 3 of these a month, and it's like, oh god, it's amazing.
Thanks for watching another segment of Adtopsy. I really appreciate it. If you want more videos like this, click here. It's one of my favorites. Also, please do subscribe, hit that bell notification. We are a small but growing channel, so every sub truly means a lot. If you want to dive deeper into these particular topics, there's a link to the Deep Cuts newsletter in the description below. And if you want to know more about Fire Team, kind of like the agency behind all this, the link is in below as well. I really appreciate you watching, and I'll see you next time.